Hi everyone, welcome to episode 108 of the Army ThinkTank podcast. I am Jen.
Jess.
And how are we doing this week?
Oh, same as usual. Heckin' tired. Waiting
Same.
for the show to end. So.
Not same.
But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a week. Tomorrow our power is getting turned off for like 7.5 hours.
Why? Are they doing some work?
I think so. There's a couple of construction buildings around the neighborhood, so I think they're just turning off the power so that they can reroute everything to all the houses and stuff.
Gotcha.
But I'm like 7.5 hours.
Yeah,
like,
what are you supposed to do?
I don't know. I'm just not gonna be at the house, I guess. Because we're not gonna have internet. I'm not gonna be able to go on my computer. I'm not gonna be able to do anything. So it's tight.
Yeah. I'm just tired. It's been like somewhat cold here and I just wanna nest and stay in bed.
I mean, same. Always.
I just want to nest and not do anything.
True.
But there was a couple things that happened this week. So
yes.
First things first, I just want to point out that Jake and YoON building the BTS Lego set on their live was
so cute.
pretty freaking cute.
So cute. It's a good set, I tell you.
It is.
Yeah.
I just had to mention that before we go into our our usual stuff.
Our BTS chaos.
Yeah. But let's begin with Jinny, because we usually go in fan-chant order.
Jinny. He's just killing it, man. Like, if you haven't heard or if you didn't see like Big Hit's Instagram or Twitter notifications, Jinny has a new song that he was featured on, and it's amazing.
Of course,
as per usual, it's amazing. It's with let me see if I can Soyeon, I think is how you pronounce it. I think.
Hopefully.
I'm really sorry if it's not. And the song is called Smoke Sprite. It's very good. It's very what's the word I'm looking for? It's very indie. Like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, it's very much that like indie vibe. I don't know if that's really the right term to put it in, but like to me that's how it feels. It's very like indie, like rock pop mix.
Okay.
That's how I would
It's got a good
it.
mix in there kind of thing.
It does. I mean, Namjoon's like part in it is very like rap R&B, and so it gives it like this really interesting twist in it, which I really enjoy. I mean, Namjoon is just so talented. He can just like be anywhere all at once. Like I'm just so
he can
amazed.
literally be like any song, any genre.
Any like I'm just like
his versatility is on point.
It's unreal. Like the ability to be able to like contrast his music between like all of his albums, the genres, BTS's music. It's unreal. His ability to be able to pocket all of those different genres. And like we saw in Indigo, like every single one of those songs to me was like a different genre. It was like a different side.
It was so different from
it was so different
one another.
Yeah. And the song is like really interesting because it's really about like, maybe like resting or breaking. That's how I kind of like taking a break from things or like resting upon things. Especially because I think like her song is about loving somebody. I think it's more like that, not like a sibling love, but more like an actual like partner love, and having to take a break from that because it's too like toxic or too much, I think is what the song is about. And it's very like interesting. Her voice is unreal. Like genuinely
pretty
unreal.
excited to listen to it now.
Yeah. It's very like she's got this beautifully high register that like puts it into the stratosphere of unrealness. Yeah. I tell you, yeah. Like I had to have like a breather after I listened to it because I was like, oh, this is very interesting. But she's like, incredibly talented. I don't necessarily like know anything about her or her music or anything like that. This is like my first introduction. I did see her on Twitter a couple of times being like, this is unreal. Like, how is ARMY like this? And I was like, well, we can't help ourselves. Like, if the boys are doing something, we're gonna hype it up. That's just the way that it goes.
And it's pretty rare that they do stuff with artists they don't respect or like, you know.
Yeah.
So
I also did see a lot of people on Twitter, especially K-ARMYs, commenting how this is a White Day gift for them.
Oh, that is actually so fucking cute.
Yeah. Because like, if you don't know, Korea has 3 different Valentine's
White Day is also a thing in Japan, I believe.
Yes, also in Japan. So there's Valentine's Day, which is like, I believe guys give all the girls their gifts. White Day is
the reverse.
The reverse of that. So girls give the guys gifts. And then they also have Black Day, which is for us single people out there, me included. But I think that that's so incredibly cute. I don't know, that's so sweet.
That's so cute.
It's so creative. I love it. I love, you know, seeing how different each one of these releases we've gotten from Jinny with his collabs have been. Like Sexy New Kim was like a completely different thing. Smoke Sprite, and we have like, there's just so many beautiful things that he's doing, and I absolutely love it for him. So if you haven't gotten to listen to it, go and listen to it. I have updated my Indigo playlist to include this song into it, so you can listen to that freely on Spotify.
But also, speaking of Sexy New Kim, won at the Korean Hip Hop Awards for Best Music Video and Collab of the Year. So damn.
I mean, it's true though. That song was just so good. I'm sorry, Namjoon's verse.
It's also like the kind of songs where it's a weird song.
It is a weird song.
It is a weird song.
Yeah.
But also like when you're in that kind of mood and you're just listening to it, you're like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. You're like, oh damn, I feel sexy already. Thank you for that. Like, all right, shit. We're ready.
It's just like this is the vibe that I'm going for right now.
Like it's such a good vibe. I love listening to it. I also have a Sexy New Kim playlist as well, so you can go and check those out. I've added Smoke Sprite to the lo-fi one because I think it fits really well within that playlist. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good job, Jinny. We love you.
All right, Kim Seokjin. It is that time of the month. We got our March message from Mr. Worldwide Handsome.
Okay, first of all, I'm gonna call you out by saying him saying, have you been crying? Don't cry. I'm like, yes, I know.
He's like, I've seen the memes on Twitter. It's just like making messages because I know ARMY is crying every day because I'm in the military or whatever, and I'm like, I don't like being called out like that.
I don't like being called out like that. It really just irks me when I get called out.
They're too self-aware.
Like, why are you so self-aware? Genuinely. Like, get off my back, okay, Jin? I can cry as much as I want about you being gone, okay? It was also like so sweet. We got like him preparing for the Argentina performance with Coldplay, and he's in his beautifully matching daytime pajamas.
Hell yeah.
and giving us a purple lollipop because of course the last half of that message honestly had me dying laughing because he's just like, I don't know what I'm saying right now. I don't know if this is gonna make the cut or not, and I'm like, boy, it does.
It is.
It exists now.
Made it into the universe.
Yes. He was talking about White Day as well, so he was giving us a nice little gift of a lollipop to hold us over until next month.
But Jin, we're supposed to be the one giving you something on my day.
I know. This is what I don't understand. I don't get it. It's fine.
I'm just saying.
You're not wrong. I do love it though. I will accept your lollipop as a gift of just holding it closely and waiting until you return.
That could have been taken out of context really easily,
I
don't like that.
Listen. Don't take anything we say out of context. It's gonna be weird. Don't do it.
Let's be real, it's already weird, but between the two of us, we're used to it.
True, it's true.
But anyway, moving on. So Yoongi went live for his birthday.
He did.
The fucking cat balloon though.
I can't. What the heck are we doing? Like, genuinely, what are we doing?
That was like the highlight of that live. Just him like having to leave or whatever and leaving the cat balloon on the chair.
Oh, it's just so funny. He looks first of all so good. So excited for the tour, obviously. I think that's like probably one of the best gifts we could have gotten from Yoongi is like having a surprise tour.
I thought you were gonna say a surprise cat balloon.
I mean, the cat balloon was definitely a surprise. It's just so funny to me. You know what's funny though? It's like
again,
all of their lives.
You know?
It's funny because like all of their lives have just been like extremely different from each other. Like, you go,
but very representative of each one of them individually.
Yes. Exactly. And Yoongi is no exception to that, doing his live obviously in his studio. Where the staff set up his like nice little
honestly like
and stuff.
Where would you want to do it? Like, why would he want to do it elsewhere? It's like this is his space.
True.
So
I mean, happy birthday, Min Yoongi, again from last week. Happy birthday.
Listen, I'm very excited to be getting this photofolio.
Yes,
it's supposed to ship for me next month, between the end of this month and next month.
That's amazing.
But also to get the behind the scenes.
We did get the behind the scenes,
and I want all the Yoongi like doggy content.
I know.
I ever get.
I love it.
Man loves his animals.
I love the doggy content. I love the like. The camping motif is really interesting to me. I think it fits really well with like his personality. I feel like it's also like
they should have brought back the camper from In the Suit.
It's true, they should have.
The exact same one.
Yeah. It would have been perfect. But I love this like rough outdoorsman type. It's kind of like it fits him really well, but it's also a side that we haven't seen necessarily before of this
but
like
also
wilderness
Orange Yoongi though.
Orange Yoongi. That man, seriously.
Remember, I have a sticker. I survived PTD Yoongi.
Yeah, incorrect. No. I definitely didn't. Absolutely not. Especially in Vegas. I don't know what it was with the Vegas air, but none of those men were acting correctly.
Listen.
They were acting up, and I was not okay with that.
I'm just like, listen.
It was a wild time. They were wild.
Oh god. So we talked about Sexy New Kim winning and the hip hop awards, but Rush Hour also won for R&B track of the year.
It did. So congrats to Jhope and Crush. Sorry, I
felt bad for a second.
No, I found it. It was in my notes somewhere. And congrats to Crush as well for winning that award. Rush Hour is such a fun song, and I'm glad that they won for that. Jhope also posted behind the scenes of On the Street, and it's so endearing. He is the most endearing person ever. Like, genuinely, he's just so happy and excited with like anything he does. And the J. Cole moments were so incredibly cute to me because he's just behind the camera and he's just so excited. And honestly, that would be me, like, genuinely. Genuinely. He was also on J Park's show this week. He was like doing the
that
promotion.
is true. Yeah.
For On the Street, and he did like a version of the song. His mom and his sister came, which was
with
so
the army bombs and everything. That was so cute.
Also, that army beside him, like, how are you alive right now? I have so many questions.
Probably isn't.
No, she really just embodied all of us. I was like, jealousy is a disease, and I have it because how?
But also, like, so happy for that army at the same time.
So happy. She was losing her mind. I was like, girl.
I can just imagine if it was Tanya in this girl's shoes, and I'm just like, oh my god. We would have to probably visit her in the hospital or something.
Yes, and ironically, she works in a hospital.
Yeah, that's true. She keeps sending me snaps of her at work.
So it's, it's just one of those things.
Yeah, where but like, working in a hospital and being a patient's like two different things, though.
They really are.
I think she already spends too much time in the hospital. She doesn't need to be there some more.
No, not at all. Let's move on to our lovely Park Jimin, because March is his month for releasing his album.
Listen.
We got some concept photos for hardware, software.
This dude's a fucking computer.
My god.
This dude's a fucking computer over here.
I love this concept.
Why am I like this?
I don't know. I was just going with it. I love these photos so incredibly much. First of all, where are your clothes? Second,
no, you should know he lost those clothes a long time ago.
I'm having a crisis. Genuinely having a crisis over here. But this concept is so interesting to me, especially with the idea of like hardware and software, because there's so many ways that can be interpreted, and I just love that, and I can't
He's
wait.
becoming a cyborg.
I know. In what context? But
that also means that you guys get a new reaction video this week.
That is true.
I'm just saying.
That is true. The next couple of weeks, actually.
Yeah, well.
You'll get reaction videos from us.
Well, there's one this week confirmed, so.
It's true. I can't decide which of the concepts are my favorite. I think it's hardware, because I love the like.
Okay, the issue too with like issue with those concept photos is that they would release in the morning at 9 a.m. CST, which is the time I wake up during the week, and so every single time one would come out, I would have just woken up, and I'm just over here like, I haven't had my coffee yet, Jimin.
I haven't had my coffee yet, my guy.
You need to chill out.
You need to chill. Like, God.
Yeah, but Jimin knows no chill. We should know by now.
Absolutely none whatsoever. Absolutely none. We also got a trailer for Set Me Free Part 2, which will be released on Friday. As we said, that's going to be our Sunday video.
Hell yeah.
And this is interesting because I don't think we've had a pre-release before the track actually released, like the title track.
I'm just gonna say we need to react to that, like do the video on Friday night, because I'm not gonna be able to stay off TikTok for that long.
It's gonna be a lot. This is gonna be a lot. I'm interested to see what this is gonna sound like. Based on the teaser, very interesting. I love this like formation dance, and he's like moving through them, and the lighting is really cool. It's just all very interesting, and his voice sounds amazing.
Because like the thing is like this release and this album is especially exciting because kind of like Jin,
Yeah,
we haven't had like a lot of the vocal line hasn't had a lot of solo work.
it's
And
true.
so not that we weren't excited for like the rap line or anything.
Of course.
It's just like extra exciting because this is something like completely new, like
Yes.
uncharted territories.
Yes.
And so yeah, I'm just extremely excited.
I'm so excited.
I cannot contain myself.
I know. It's feeling so like odd. Like I never thought we would be at this position.
And I love like Jimin's OSTs, but they're all like very similar, like the soft voice, and he's very good at that. Don't get me wrong, but the potential of something different and something entirely Jimin, is so, I have no other words than exciting.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think we got like a little bit of a teaser with Vibe, but I think that this will be just like that more ample. The step up, you know what I'm saying? I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I'm just like chomping at the bit.
This is gonna be us before we record the reaction.
So look forward to that on Sunday.
Hey, maybe I'll fall off my chair then.
Maybe.
Probably.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's probably a good possibility.
It's the Jimin effect, you know.
It is the Jimin effect. I don't know how, like, how does anybody live in the same space as Jimin? Like, genuinely.
I don't know. Questions. But what a thrill to be alive at the same time.
As Park Jimin. No words.
Across the world, but
no words, honestly.
All right.
Let's move on to Kim Taehyung because he's gonna have a heart attack.
So episode 3 of Jinny's Kitchen has been released.
Yes! Oh my gosh! It was.
Was that the episode where they were like, we should open our own food truck? Yeah, I saw that clip.
So funny. I also want to really like praise the ARMY who left him his little note that says "I love you, Kim Taehyung" on it, because that's the way that we should move in any situation where BTS is out in the wild. Is the look on his face of just like pure joy, and she wasn't like bothering him or anything. She just like wrote him a little note and then left. And that is the way that we should be doing everything. Everything, like
especially so in an instance where he's clearly doing something, and doesn't have like time or like can't like stop and actually like give the fan time.
So
it warms my heart.
My heart is just so warm.
But we saw Yeontan this week.
We did see Yeontan. He went live for like 15 minutes because this is the way that Tae moves in lives at any point in time. But it was so sweet that we got to see Yeontan. The way that Tae trolls him is just so funny to me. Like copying his like breath sounds or like
listen, he's been doing this since he was since Yeontan was a puppy.
It's true.
And so Yeontan is playing with his shit and has been for his entire life.
His whole existence. His whole existence. And I also love the sassiness of Yeontan. Like genuinely everybody, they're the same person. And I think that's like with all of BTS's like pets, they're all very much each other, which I find very entertaining and very funny because it's like, because you trained that this is you.
That's like Subin and Odie. The same thing.
They're the same person,
except it's a hedgehog. It's true. It's just so incredibly cute. Like I'm just like Yeontan is like Tae, sassy AF.
Oh, so sassy. Does not listen.
Odie is like Subin, like an introvert. Bam is very playful, like JK.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, it's facts.
I can't.
I can't.
But otherwise, JK also went live 4 times this week.
There was 4 separate lives this morning. I think he was just like, he was chilling. He wanted to like do some whiskey tasting with us, which I think is very entertaining. I love that for him. He was just like vibing and talking and chatting with us. One thing I will say, that kind of made me mad, with certain types of ARMY. First of all, do not ask them to speak English. They don't have to. You're listening to a Korean artist, learn Korean if you want to like understand what they're saying.
If they want to speak English, they will on their own. You don't need to ask for
You
it.
don't need to ask for them. The second thing I will say is like people were complaining or like commenting about him like drinking on his lives. He's like 26.
Yeah, he's 25 years old. Leave him alone.
Leave him alone. Like genuinely, he's an adult. He's a grown-ass adult. And he even said as much. He's like, if I want to drink, I'm gonna drink. I'm 25. Like, hello? Guys, it's fine. He doesn't.
If you're too young to understand, you shouldn't be in those lives to begin with.
Yeah. That's just sorry. But
Not
like
sorry.
he's 25 years old, he's a grown-ass adult, and he can make his own choices. Clearly, he's not doing anything terrible.
Also, he's doing it good because he's drinking at home.
Exactly. That's the way it should be. It's not like he's out partying, he's literally at home, chilling with us.
I'll drink with him, just not at 9 in the morning.
Again, it's just like definitely not at 9 in the morning. I will rewatch that live later and drink.
Yeah, and
later.
then drink. Yeah.
And then drink. But I it's just so frustrating to me because like constantly having to be asked, like you're asking for things or like asking them
also,
to do
like,
things.
drinking is a very big part of Korean culture.
Yeah, and it's a very big part of like being social, like in just in general. It's like a part of that. If you don't want to take part in that, that's totally your prerogative.
I'm just saying, like, have you ever seen like any Korean drama or whatever or movie where there wasn't any scene where one of the characters drank? Yeah.
It's true.
I think not.
Leave the man alone, okay? He's living his best life. He's just vibing. Also, we were third wheeling at one point because Kim Nam-joon came into the chat and he was like, "Can I date you?" And I was like, "What are we doing?"
I thought you were his dad.
What are we doing? Jinny, were you also drinking?
Listen, they freaking love to troll one another, especially in their lives.
Funny. It's so funny. The way that JK became so flustered and was
didn't like a bunch of them like also go into Yoongi's live asking him to marry them and just be like, and he only answered to Jimin.
He did only answer to Jimin. Jhope and JK were all there, and they were like, "What happened?"
He's been like ignored.
JK, it was funny because JK later came onto Weverse and was like, "I got ignored." Yoongi.
You know how it feels like now, JK. I'm just saying.
I can't.
I love you, boo, but
I love that they're able to like comment on each other's live. I think that's the funniest thing that they've ever added to Weverse. My only thing, Weverse, if you're listening, that you could improve the artist commenting on artists' lives is maybe make it like a bubble that like pops up when an artist does and like stays there for a little bit, like on the main title screen.
Yeah, it's kind of like the thing I think on YouTube Live, whenever you're like a moderator, whatever, in that person's channel, is just like kind of pops up to the top and then eventually leaves. Yeah.
If they could do something like that,
that would be make it like a lot more obvious that like.
Yeah. I would. Yeah, something like that. Weverse. Yeah. Can we add that? Please.
But I also love that like the live or the person that's live is able to like see those like very clearly on their side.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I liked that.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
I don't have an artist this week, but you do.
I do have an artist this week.
And from what I see right now, it's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. So my artist this week is ThinkTank with Love. So they paint on glass of like song prints, and then they also have like some other prints as well. My favorite are the song ones because it looks like really cool and nice, and it also has the Spotify thing at the top where you can like use your Spotify to find the song.
Yeah, like the barcode kind of thing.
Yes. But they have a ton of other prints on here as well, from like Save Me, Yet to Come, Young Forever, and it's all
love the
glass
Euphoria
painted.
one.
Yes. The Spring Day one of my favorites. I absolutely love it. Serendipity's on there. They have
Black Swan.
I'm just saying the talent is unmatched when it comes to ARMY.
Yeah,
so
it's really insane.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of their artwork. I love the simplicity, but also like it's so cool to see it on glass because you get this like 3D effect where you sort of have the
like
shadow,
with the shadow.
like,
yeah.
That's why I love it.
I got you.
You see, great minds, they think alike.
But to finish off, we'll go to our songs of the week.
Yes, what are your songs this week?
My BTS song this week is Not Today.
A bop, a classic BTS bop, Not Today.
It's on my gym/hype playlist.
You know what I love about Not Today? This is gonna be like a segue, like an little insert. So I was scrolling on TikTok as I usually do, and Jinny talking about Not Today. There's like a Lord of the Rings connection with it because he loves those films, and so the Not Today part, especially the beginning, Today We Fight, is like a callback to Aragorn saying at the mount at where Sauron is in the third movie. Today We Fight is a direct correlation to Aragorn saying for Frodo, because it's like the same kind of energy of like, okay, it doesn't matter, like people are gonna die, maybe Frodo's alive, maybe he's dead, it doesn't matter, we should just fight and stand up for what is right regardless. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I love Lord of the Rings.
That's my little tidbit for today.
And my non-BTS song is Set Me Free by Twice.
Twice.
That song is a
tour.
Bob.
Twice.
It's their new like title track from their EP.
Oh yes, I've heard that song. It's very catchy. It's very boppy.
So good.
So good.
I was like, it's kind of a sound that you wouldn't necessarily expect from Twice.
Right.
But it works extremely well.
Nice.
And it's extremely good.
I love it.
I like the dance too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's
so what about you?
For me, my BTS song is Safety Zone by Jhope. I love that song so incredibly much. It's just so powerful and yet very like simple and to the point, and I love it. And then my non-BTS song is Ghosting by TXT. It popped up on my playlist recently and I was like, oh, I forgot that this song existed, but I absolutely love it. So good. It's from their album Blue Hour, which is probably one of my favorite albums, aside from New Rules, probably is my second one. But yeah, I love that song. It's so good. It's got like this really, I don't know, like airy quality to it that just makes you feel nice, and like gives you like the warm and fuzzies on the inside.
Yeah.
But those are my songs this week.
All right, well, let's wrap this up then. So as usual, we have a new podcast episode coming out every Thursday, a new clip coming out every Sunday at 3 p.m. EST. You can also listen to us on the go, basically on any app where you would listen to your podcast on the go. You can also find us on our social medias at ThinkTank or at ThinkTank Podcast. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified whenever we post a new video. On that note, have a good week. And we'll see you on Sunday with our reaction video for Set Me Free Part 2.
Yes, you will. Have a good
night, guys. Bye.